Hey guys, welcome to EduTab. I hope each of you is happy, healthy, and fine and taking very good care of yourself. I'm your mentor Veer, and I welcome you all in lecture 38 on government schemes. So, without wasting any time, let's get started. Guys, if you are new here, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can find the daily updated videos of the different courses that we are offering. Moreover, guys, if you want to download the free PDFs that we are providing as well as the PDF of this particular video, you can check out our Telegram group, the link of which you can find in the description box. Now guys, I would like to share with you the smiling points of EduTab, that is our results. Guys, we have consistently produced highest result across India in the RBI grade B, the NABARD grade A as well as SEBI grade A. Guys, you can check out the strategies of these topper in our YouTube channel. Now guys, I would like to share with you the courses that we are offering. We are offering the RBI grade B course, the NABARD grade A as well as grade B course, SEBI grade A course. Moreover guys, we are also offering a course in the UPSC EPFO. Guys, we are running a heavy discount on our SEBI grade A 2020 course. Those who are preparing for the phase 2, they can avail heavy discount of 50%. They just need to use the code SEBI50. So guys, that's all about our offering at the moment. Don't miss out the opportunity. Use it wisely. So guys, now it's time to start our video of the day, which is on the scheme remission of duties and taxes on exported products. That is RODTEP scheme. So guys, if you check out the name of the scheme, so this scheme has to do something with the duties and taxes. Sorry, duties and taxes on exported products. So this particular scheme, I think, has something to do with providing some incentives related with the duties and taxes on exported products. So what are the final details of the scheme? Let us come to that. So guys, this is a newly launched scheme, launched in the year of 2020, but this will be implemented from 1st of January 2021. This scheme was approved last year in the month of March, I think March 2020, but this will be implemented from 1st January 2021. So both are really important points from our exam point of view. Then the nodal ministry involved here is Ministry of Commerce. Guys, if you recall our previous video, I have given you the dimensions, that how you need to cover the any of the government schemes, and keeping those dimensions in mind, we will covering up this scheme as well. So we have talked about the launchier as well as the nodal ministry. Now coming, what is the objective of this scheme? So guys, this scheme has been launched in order to replace the earlier scheme of merchandise export from India scheme. So RODTEP scheme will replace the earlier existing scheme of MEIS, which was launched under the foreign export policy of 2015 to 2020. So earlier there were two schemes. One was merchandise export from India scheme, and other one was the service export from India scheme. This deals with the export of service and this deals with the products. So our RODTEP scheme will replace the existing MEIS scheme. Now the objective of this scheme is to offset infrastructural inefficiencies and associated costs involved in exporting goods which are manufactured in India, including products manufactured by MSME sectors. So guys, if you are getting confused with the typical words mentioned here, it's a very simple word. If I want to summarize this particular scheme first of all is replacing the already existing MEIS scheme. Then the objective of this scheme is to simply support the exports from India. How, what are they, what are the key features? We will look into that, but first we need to look at the background of this scheme, because it is replacing the already existing scheme. Why? So MEIS, which was in place prior to this scheme, was working fine till USA filed a case in the WTO that India is not eligible to provide so much benefits to its exporters. Okay, so there were some WTO obligations which were coming in the way of this MEIS scheme. So what Indian government has did, that they decided to replace this MEIS scheme with a newly launched scheme. In very simple word, if I want to say it, that what government has done, that I will not check up my laws like this, but I will do it like this in order to be compliant with the WTO obligations. Okay, so this scheme was not following the obligations that are given by the WTO, so has been replaced by the ROD TEP scheme. So this is about the objective as well as the background of the scheme. Now we will look into the key features of this scheme. So one of the key feature is reimburse input taxes and duties. RODTEP will initiate the refund of various taxes to exporters. If you remember the name of the scheme, that remission on duties and taxes. So will initiate the refund of various taxes to exporters. Then MEIS was not compliant with the WTO obligations, but now this will be compliant. You do not have to go into that much details of that what are the compliance requirement, because that PhD will not be fruitful. Okay, because at max they will ask that if RODTEP is compliant or not. Okay, so this scheme RODTEP is compliant with the WTO norms. Then automatic refund route. Guys, the difference between, one more difference between MEIS as well as RODTEP is that most of the format that has been used in this newly launched scheme is automatic. Even if it has to do with the refund of taxes or checking of the taxes, all of that process has to be done through automatic or electronic mode. Okay, whereas in MEIS it was mostly we can say documental based rather than automatic. Okay, so it will also lead to avoidance of double taxation, because everything will be processed automatically. So system will accordingly check if there is a cascading effect of taxes or not, and that's why it will help in avoiding of double taxation. Then there will be certain more advantages that will be provided to exporters now, like easier lending opportunities. They will be provided loans on a priority basis. Greater insurance coverage under Export Credit Guarantee Corporation. So earlier, they were providing guarantee to almost 60% of the loans to the export sector. Now the limit has been increased to 90%. So now the extension of guarantee will be provided, but these figures are not much relevant. You do not have to go into that much detail. So that's why I haven't mentioned those. You just need to remember that there will be a greater insurance coverage. Then the lower premium rates will be for MSMEs to avail such cover. So guys, due to the implementation of this scheme or the MEIS, both the schemes have been implemented to provide the support for the exports from India. So there has to be certain revenue foregone by the government, because they have to basically provide incentives in terms of input tax credits like in MEIS or here. So in the MEIS, what government was losing is almost 40,000 crore a year. But after the implementation of RODTEP, there will be additional revenue foregone of rupees 10,000 crore. So almost this scheme will cost 50,000 crore to the government in order to boost the exports from India. So guys, I hope now you have understood what this RODTEP scheme is all about. That is the remission on duties and taxes on export products. I have given you a small comparison between the MEIS scheme and RODTEP. Apart from small here and there changes, like this MEIS was not WTO compliant, RODTEP is compliant. There were additional incentives to export on the goods apart from other refunds, but in this case the refund is on indirect taxes. Thing is, शुरू में ही मैंने आपको एग्जांपल बताया था, नाक को हम ऐसे पकड़ रहे हैं, ऐसे पकड़ने की बजाय हाथ घुमा के. Okay, nothing, it is just a makeover of previous scheme, but now it is more compliant with the WTO obligations. Like incentive percentage, earlier the incentive was 2 to 5% on freight on basis value of the export. Freight on basis value basically means, guys, that it covers all the expenses from the seller point of view. Now whatever the expenses will be there, it will be from the buyer point of view. So it will be, the incentives were 2 to 5% of write on basis cost, but now it will be on product to product basis. So they are saying that it will be lesser than these incentives, but it will be on product to product basis. And what will be the rates? We will get to know after a notification by the government. So you do not have to refer that much detail. Then mode of issuance. Earlier, the mode of issuance was hard copy, which was downloadable. But now, I already mentioned that automatic route will be followed under RODTEP scheme. So guys, that is the difference between MEIS scheme as well as the newly launched RODTEP scheme in detail. We have covered the scheme keeping in mind the dimensions required from our exam point of view. We have discussed the launch year. Launch year is 2020, but it will be implemented from 1st Jan 2021. And the ministry involved is Ministry of Commerce. Objective of the scheme is to provide incentive to the exporters, basically the MSMEs. Then there were the certain key features that I have discussed, that it will lead to reimburse of input taxes and duties, WTO compliant, then automatic route will be there, then what are the some additional benefits and how much it will cost to the government. Then I have given you the difference between the MEIS scheme as well as RODTEP scheme. So guys, that is the entire detail of this particular scheme which you have requested me to cover on. Okay. So guys, now it's time to revise the scheme through some MCQs, or let me give you an idea that what kind of questions can be framed from this scheme. So first is about the launch year guys, 2021, but the date of implementation is 2021. Sorry, launch year is 2020, but the date of implementation will be 2021. So please attempt the question very wisely. They can ask that this scheme will be implemented from which date. So you have to mark, or from which year. The answer is this. But the scheme got its approval in the year 2020. Then the nodal ministry, we have just revised it. The answer is Ministry of Commerce. Then the full form, very important for the phase 1 as well as phase 2, because they can ask the full form of any of the acronym RDTEP. The answer is remission of duties and taxes on exported products. Then how much this scheme will cost to the government? The answer is 50,000 crores. Then this implementing date, I think, yeah, implementing date is 1st Jan 2021. Sometimes mistakes happen while putting on the animations. Okay. So implementing date is 1st Jan 2021. Then guys, they can ask a question on any of the key feature, like they can ask if this scheme is WTO compliant, or what are the benefits that this scheme leads to the extension of insurance coverage for the exporters. So yeah, that is one of the feature. This scheme includes the automation of, we can say, filing of these duties or input tax credits will be provided through automatic route. It leads to the avoidance of double taxation. So all those are important key features of this particular scheme. So that's why I have mentioned here, refer slide. But one thing that I haven't mentioned here is current affairs. So guys, I have given you the gist of this particular scheme. You have discussed this, you have understood it. But for one important type of question that can be framed from this scheme is if there is any update from the current affairs. For example, suppose government is providing, there was a news that government will be providing 68,000 crore of additional fund for this particular scheme. So that kind of question can be asked in our phase 2 of our exam along with the phase 1. So that's how we need to cover it from the current affair point of view. I hope now you have understood this scheme in entirety. The only thing remains is current affairs, and you need to refer that. So guys, that is all about the scheme, but one more task is pending for you, which is your homework question. And today's homework question is very much important for your exam. So guys, please listen out to the question very carefully. The RODTEP rates would be notified. We have said that the product rates will be, if you check out the slide, 1 second. In here we have said that there will be product based rates under RODTEP scheme. So these rates will be decided by a committee. So the name of the committee or the name of the chairman of that committee is your question, guys. So you have to write down the name of this committee, or you can say the chairman of this particular committee in the comment section. Please refer this question, it is quite important, and please mention the name of the chairman of this committee in the comment section. It is quite important from the phase 1 as well as phase 2 point of view, and that's why I deliberately skipped this point, so that you can get additional information related with current affair if there is any through this particular question. So guys, that will be your homework question. Please answer it in the comment section in the maximum number. Now guys, through this video I would like to thank for your lovely comments that you are making. Moreover, you are taking interest in answering the homework question in the comment section, which was missing in the prior 2-3 videos. So definitely there is an improvement. Now there are few suggestions that you have made. Ashish is asking about, sir, if it is possible to make a consolidated PDF of the scheme. So Ashish, I want to tell you that yeah, I will be providing you a consolidated document by the end of every month. So I already provided you consolidated document for the December month, but by the end of January I will provide you another consolidated document which comprises of the scheme of December as well as January that we have covered in our lectures. So I hope this will address your doubt, and thanks for your lovely words. Then Kriti Maurya is asking that, sir, please make one daily video on the government scheme. So Kriti, definitely we will try to incorporate your feedback maybe after RBI notification. So for that you have to wait. Moreover guys, if you want me to cover a one video daily on the government schemes, you need to expand our viewer base, as well as you need to take maximum number of participation in terms of writing your answer or taking interest in the homework question. Then Atisha has also given the answer to our previous homework question. Then Richard, thank you for your wonderful comment. Then Rajesh Babu was asking for a doubt. His doubt was, sir, if outstanding amount is above 50 crore and turnover of 50 crore. So guys, if you remember that in the previous video we have taken up the scheme, emergency credit line guarantee scheme, and there was a doubt with Rajesh Babu that, sir, he was little confused about the eligibility. So in that scheme, the eligibility says that if your loan outstanding is 50 crore and your turnover is maximum up to 500 crore. So only then, if you meet both the conditions, your loan outstanding is up to 50 crore or less and your turnover is 500 crore or less, only then you will be eligible to get the additional borrowing through this ECLG scheme. Moreover guys, there was one more point that he has mentioned is, if he was little confused about NPA. So in under the ECLG scheme guys, if your principal payment or the interest payment of any of your loan is pending for 60 days, I am mentioning it 60 days, then you are eligible for availing the additional loans through this particular scheme as on the date 29th Feb 2020. If there is a pendency of only 60 days, for 2 months you haven't paid your principal or interest, then you are eligible for availing additional fund of under this ECLG scheme. But if you have extended this to 61 days, then you cannot avail the additional loans that have been provided by this scheme. So that's why NPAs are not eligible to borrow funds under ECLG scheme, because they have the pendency of payment regarding the principal as well as interest for more than 90 days. So guys, I hope that I've given you the clarity regarding the ECLG scheme. Rajesh, I hope now you are pretty much clear. Okay, so guys, I hope you have liked our video. If you like, please do subscribe to our channel, share it with your friends, and do give a thumbs up. So guys, that's all from my side. I am your mentor Veer, now signing off.